we've seen that there's been some roster changes, right?
Oh, you noticed?
Yes, sir. Two-way player, Dave Miller. What have you noticed from him for the past couple games that you've coached with?
Well, the one thing for me was like it's obviously hard coming into a new situation, trying to catch things up on the fly. Like, his attitude, I think, has been great. He's a competitor. He wants to win. He's all about the right things. He's going to fit fine. It's more reps than more time.
Now with DJ, you all had to let him go, of course. But what was your communication to him? Words of encouragement that you wanted to share with him prior to the meeting.
Yeah, I told DJ I just love him. Because I obviously got a chance to coach him in the summer league. He received his 2 in the summer league, so just going through that experience, we were able to really grow our relationship. But it's all love, and I really hope he's happy because he deserves that, just with the kind of person he is and the player he is.
Really, when you guys kind of trade players with you and your dad, basically, does he come for intel sometimes for some of the guys that you coach up, like the EJs and Adamas, or now when you get Matas and Julian, do you guys kind of have a chat about these guys and maybe give some intel to each other?
Like, so usually if guys that assignment guys like Matas and Julian coming up, we'll have a conversation before the game, and I'll have a conversation with him on the way home. So. But he's really in touch with all this stuff. He loves player development, and he's got to know.
So it's like tonight having Pat there, just to support his guys too, and coming out here, obviously, pretty cool to see, even for the guys, that they have.
Pat Williams?
Yeah.
Oh, is he here?
Patrick Williams just courtside the one game.
Other than him going to FSU, it's good. It's good. He'd be the Florida guy, but he's Pat's a team first guy. It's not shocking. He's supporting these guys out here. But that's what he brings to our culture and the type of person he is.
What are the main adjustments you're looking to make going into tomorrow's game?
Well,
quick turnaround.
For sure. I think, and we don't know if Modest and Julian will be with us, so that's the first thing. So I think we had some guys out with illnesses and just some injuries, so we're a little banged up. But the one thing is how to get Sharp away from the basket because he's so big and he disrupts a lot of our offense. But I think it's more so just getting back to our identity offensively, especially. I thought we did a good job defensively. We really competed in the second half. But offensively, you can kind of see just with new additions, Emmanuel's still trying to catch up a little bit. So I think just trying to get back to who we are offensively is going to be one emphasis for us.
Can you describe what that looks like when your offensive identity?
So one thing we're really harping on is our assist percentage, right? So how much of our total makes are assisted on. And I think when we had 18 assists tonight, which is not like us, but if you kind of saw our numbers towards the end of the showcase, I think we finished the Santa Cruz game with 31 assists. I think we had 28 assists versus Memphis. And even against Delaware, I think we had 32 assists. That needs to be more who we are. Not to say that we have guys that aren't talented, but we're so much better when the ball's being shared and we're attacking closeouts and team rotations. We're so much better.
Now we're seeing DeMoss pound the ball a lot more. Of course, what are you looking for him with this new roster? How things looking?
I think it's more so for him just getting organized, and I think this is a new situation for him. So just keeping it simple as far as play calling. He's done a really good job. The biggest thing for him is just keeping us organized where we can get decent shots. And I thought he did a good job with that. Obviously, with Julian and Modest, coming out for the game, I thought he did a really good job just trying to get those guys involved. Organizing the floor for us. So it's part of his growth and development. Obviously, with DJ being there, he's got to kind of step into that role. But he's done a good job so far.
Billy, who's the best player you've ever coached or had to coach against?
Best player I've ever coached. Probably Derek White. He's not a bad player. Best player I had to coach against?
Yeah.
With so much player movement, how do you kind of create chemistry among the team?
And that's the hardest thing, right? It's okay. You're supposed to build consistency, but it's hard to build consistency when your roster's constantly changing. But that's the beauty of the G League. That's a great challenge for me as a coach to try to get these guys working together. I think a lot of part is just communicating because us men at times we don't have to communicate. So I think it's more so just getting these guys in the room, getting them on the same page, showing them on film exactly what we expect. Because I believe basketball is it's the same language everywhere, right? The guys know how to play the right way. Guys know what it means to be selfish and what it means to be a team player. And usually, the way you play, your character kind of shows the other guys how you play. Listen, if you're going to take all these shots and bad shots, you're probably going to be more of a selfish player. But if you pass the ball, if you share the ball, you're probably more of a caring person. So I think it's more so just trying to get the guys to understand how we want to play exactly and showing that to them on film and practice and shoot around sessions.
Coach, we talked a lot about the defense, right, in the past, about what they've been able to do. Again, another game where they played solid defense. What were you trying to get these guys to do to end the game, the last few plays that you called?
Mostly just like keeping the ball in front. I thought Texas actually did a really good job just beating us off the dribble, playing with the ball in space. And a lot of times that's the hardest thing to do in the NBA. Is guard the ball in space. I thought, especially towards the end of the game, we really struggled to get to the ball. So that's going to be another emphasis going into tomorrow's game.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Coach. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, you've obviously been a tough loss today. But what was it like having an opportunity to play with Modest and Julian Phillips down here?
Yeah, I mean, that high level guys, I'm talking about this, the bigger sense of experience from playing in the league and, different skill set, so it's great to play with guys like that, looking towards my future teammates and or whatever.
David, Nick on your Chico there, is that practice game, anything that,
Yeah, just now, man, just happened, about to
oh, it is?
it's
Are you good? No.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm going to the next.
Wanted to ask about 33 man. Have you been against a guy that size? I mean, that's there's NBA guys where that guy's just absolutely like a tree. And you're a big guy yourself. What was it like playing against someone that's even taller than you? You usually don't get that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously it comes with pros and cons. Being outside, he's not necessarily the quickest on his feet or the most muscular. So it's just about finding ways you can find a way to score against him or defend it. So
Because you still in your fourth quarter and you really turned it up on defense in the last couple minutes of the game. Tell me about that. It's a groove thing where you made some stops and that really gave the team a chance to win the game.
at the fourth quarter, it's just a time in the game where it's time to lock in. So I just told myself, I'm going to do what I can. So I'm going to take it back into the game and hopefully win. Obviously, we came up short, but we want it tomorrow.
Can you give us your thoughts from the last couple possessions and what happened there?
Like I said, we're not just locked in. Defensively, hoping to find a way to get the team back into the game. Hopefully win the game. Obviously we didn't, but just going to keep improving on their path.
What were some of the small adjustments that could have been like the decision maker of today's game?
Sorry, one more time.
Some of the small things that could have just been a difference for today's game.
I feel like we just needed to be more consistent offensively, finding our flow and finding a consistent pattern on offense. Because sometimes guys are one-on-one or took their own shots have been ISO instead of sticking to the ATO or play that coach drew up. So I think it's just consistency and discipline as well.
You guys were actually battling back the entire game, and you finally came back to tie it up. Talk about the defensive effort and battling back.
This team, everyone has another part, so we take pride on defense, actually. So it was, tough to lose like in that way, kind of all the way back and then losing, but just take it and go onto the next game. So.
What's the coolest part about being able to play professional basketball?
Doing what I love. To be honest, doing what I love. Been playing basketball, since I was in Hong Kong, since I was like 3 years old, man. So just being able to do what I love and get paid for it.
And then what's the difference that you've seen playing in Hong Kong? What's the big difference that you see in basketball?
I mean, obviously just the skill level. Guys out here, NBA, G League, high level, talent. So, Hong Kong, it's coming up. So, something to look forward to.
Thank you.
With a lot of games this January, how are you bringing energy to each game? What helps you get going for like a really loaded schedule?
Just looking after our buddies, and taking every day as an opportunity, not looking at it as something like a negative thing, because we get to play games, every day, every other day, so it's really cool to be able to do that, and it's just something we have to take for granted.
Thank you.
Thanks, David. 12 points and 6 rebounds on.
Alex, how do you feel now with MJ gone in the sense that an opportunity for the guys, the guards to open up some playing time? How do you kind of navigate that with Arch, kind of in and out of the lineup? How's your mentality towards that?
Every chance you get, it's an opportunity every time. Obviously, it's a lot different. I think he's being a great player he is, but off the court, it was more, him giving me knowledge and taking Arch showing up with both those guys. So, him giving me knowledge of the game, and right now, it's just an opportunity to show it.
How many guys did you play with with the left so modest. I mean, that's you can just throw up that ball and that's a gunfight from the air. How does he make your game, in a sense, getting a chance to play with someone that athletic, that high of a, hooper in a sense?
It makes it a lot easier. I mean, he's going to draw a lot of eyes, so it opens up a lot of floor and you get other guys involved too. But he's a great player. He showed out there tonight.
And to piggyback what he said, you also had Julian Flips out there as well playing. So what is it like when you have those guys from the Bulls to come down here and play with you guys?
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I feel like just picking their brain a lot, just trying to learn, what's the difference a lot from them too. But I mean, coming down here and just adapting our play style. They were really here, with us for weeks. It was the first time meeting Julian, so. But I think they did a good job for the most part, trying to play the team and just try to go to the next game.
And you also had Pat Williams on the sideline. You also had Billy Donovan down there as well. What is it like playing in front of those guys again?
I mean, I think that's cool too. It just shows how much they support, the younger team of the Bulls. But I think it's just cool to see their support out there.
Still early in the regular season, what's been the biggest shift in focus for you?
I think it's really just showing my defensive side. I think I bring that a big thing to the game, and just try to be more consistent. As a rookie, you just kind of get thrown in the fire a little bit. You try to just pick up a lot and just try to go out there and show that.
And obviously in the G League, you never really know what kind of roster you're going to get each game. So how did you adjust as a player, just having to play with new people?
I think it's just kind of fitting the role that needs to be. We had a bunch of the NBA guys come down today, so I know it's got to be more of a test on defense and kind of just bring to the table, what's probably not going to be out there. So just trying to fit in, fill in those empty spots.
Over the season, what are you most excited about your own game and how it's developed?
I really just kind of picking out on what I said about the DJ and Arch situation, just kind of learning as much as I can from them. Right? DJ being a Duke and Arch being a national champ, so just kind of throughout the year, just kind of picking up as much as I can and trying to smooth it out and just being consistent. That's the big thing.
And what is Coach Billy Donovan looking for from you?
Like I said, probably the defensive thing is impacting the game as much as I can. So getting everyone involved, getting in the paint, spray out. Just picking up and being the best on defense.
Alex, we saw you do a little workout here after a game, after 48 minutes of ball. Is that a decision? Is that a last decision or something you like to do post game? Some of the guys here working out right after.
I think it's just kind of a group thing. I mean, shout out to our strength coach. He said he has a plan for me, so we try to get out there and be again as consistent as possible.
And it was a game that you all had the opportunity to win the game. But what is it like playing a game like this here, where your defense helped climb you all back into it, and you have a chance to win it?
I think that's just super cool. I think, like I said, about having an impact when I go out there. I feel like for the second half, we picked up. I think everyone kind of fed off that a little bit, and I think that was just kind of the cool thing that the defense is pretty contagious out there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it.